Good night. The second time's the charm. Hi, everyone. Hello. How y'all doing tonight? Chill stream tonight. Honestly, not much on the menu. I had some stuff on the menu, but I've been busy. I've been busy today. All week, actually. It's been a busy week. A lot of Fox duties. Hello. How's it going, Kai? Yeah, my day was something. So we had I'm dying, but it's fine. Same though, same, you get me, you get me. Lower my background music? That would be... no. Raise his background music on purpose. Yeah, I think tonight, you know what? Tonight I think we get cozy. Let me get the blanket out. Where's the blanket? I looked away for 2 seconds. I hear an alert. Hold on. I got you. Let me see what that alert is. We got a green blanket today. Matches the outfit. Liger, hello! Thank you for the head pat. Oh no, you just had head pat time. You know, it's... oh no! Head pats! Let's go! I looked away for 2 seconds and got so disoriented on where we were in chat. Oh no. How's it going? Hisa, thank you for that squeak toy. Do you have to manually trigger that? Yeah, I've been meaning to set up the automated trigger for that, but I'm notoriously really bad when it comes to procrastinating. We're getting in a call later and setting that up. Please help me. But yeah, I heard that like you can actually set it up in VTube Studio now, which is really cool. I just haven't done it yet. Teehee. I might be a little lazy. I got you, bots on my jam. Let's go. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Yeah, there's so many things that are broken on my stream that I still haven't gotten around to fixing. It's okay though. I'm the envoy of Scuff. It's part of the program. It wouldn't be a Nobu stream if everything worked properly. Can you? I still use StreamerBot to do triggers. I remember that being something to do with an update. And all of the like emotes that I have set up in VTube Studio have like a little Twitch icon. So I think you can actually do it through VTube Studio now. I just have no idea how to do that. But like I might mess around with it once I have 2 minutes to actually like look at that. It feels like it would be more efficient to just have it all open in VTube Studio. In terms of like CPU power, I mean. Obviously, you could probably do more with bots and stuff overall, but I feel like in terms of CPU power, which my computer is kind of getting old, it's trudging. It's trudging. Its time is upon it. My old faithful reliable 7-year-old PC that was way too expensive at the time I bought it is slowly crawling its way up to its time. I need to get rid of Mix It Up. Yeah, I did that too. Honestly, it's less of a headache not having it, though there was a lot of utility that was quite nice with it. I haven't heard of StreamerBot though. I need to look that one up. There is in fact many things you keep meaning to do. I have a problem, okay, Tyria? I have a problem. I never said I don't. Look, okay, you're talking to a man who dropped his breakfast sandwich, and in a fit of undying rage because I refused to acquiesce to the fact that I dropped my breakfast sandwich, I still ate it. There is nothing that can stop me, okay? I am unstoppable. The only thing that can stop me is myself, which happens quite often. I am my greatest limiting factor. Nobu's greatest nemesis, Nobu. I have like 8 things I need to have open for my streams. Sweats. If there's a way to make that less, I'd love to know. Yeah, I need to mess around with the VTube Studio settings, because there is a lot of cool things you can do with it now. I just haven't had a chance to look at that. I've barely had a chance to stream, honestly. I need to get back to regular streaming schedules. But like, I've been busy. It's been a lot. Which is funny because like, for the next month, I technically live objectively closer to work. So I have more time in the day. But, like, I've just been busier overall. Nobu's 2 greatest nemesis, I guess you could say? Would that be the plural of nemesis? Nemesis? Myself and gravity? Basically. Speaking of gravity, I nearly faceplanted today. That was great. Yeah. Yep. It happened again. Good old Nobu. I can't trust my own legs. Like, usually if I'm okay, here's the thing. Usually if I sit down for an extended period of time, my legs start to cramp, like fall asleep. Which is why I kind of have like restless legs. So my legs, I'm constantly moving. I need to fidget all the time, 24/7. It's just a thing. I'm a very fidgety person by nature. So like, I'm at work, sitting at my desk, and like, you'd think I'm jamming with my headphones on because my legs are shaking. I'm like, you know, moving my head. I just need to move. I have so much pent up energy all the time. Regardless of the fact that I get 4 hours of sleep. On like a daily basis. Brett, you can't take fainting from me. I didn't faint. I didn't faint. Honestly, I feel like it's more awkward than that. But like at least with fainting, you could say you fainted. In my case, it's just both my legs fell asleep simultaneously. Usually, if like, you know, my foot will fall asleep, or like, you know, your hand falls asleep because you know, you messed around too much at the keyboard or whatever, you know, carpal tunnel and all that good stuff. But like, nah, today, I don't know what happened, but like both my legs completely fell asleep, like up to the knee. Just pure pins and needles. So I got up and I nearly face planted because my legs just gave out under me. Luckily I had like a wall, like a kind of like a semi-wall next to me for me to like lean onto. It was wild. That's the worst, to be honest. And my body's betraying me actively. I need to see a doctor, man. Anyways. Gravity. On the plus side, though, I got free ice cream today, so that was cool. I nearly face planted in a bathroom in front of other people. But that's okay, because I got free ice cream. Gravity, what is this, Dark Souls? You would think, honestly, with how much fall damage I've taken IRL, but yeah. Me and Gravity have a thing, and it's not a good one. If I had like $1 for every single time Gravity's actively tried to kill me, I would have like $10, which isn't much. Like, it's enough to buy a pizza, but like that's a lot of dollars. Gravity. I love Gravity. It keeps us on the planet, which is nice. There's that. There's that. It's not all bad. What else was something absolutely wild that happened today? Oh yeah, speaking of free ice cream, okay. I gotta say, my work kind of hooked us up though. It wasn't even like the cheap ice cream. Like, they got that Haagen-Dazs. So like, it was good shit. And it was like the vanilla ice cream with like the chocolate coating on top, and then you had the almonds. I was very, very pleased. Especially the fact that it was like 30 degrees Celsius outside. Having some, you know, nice cooling like vanilla ice cream was very refreshing. Yeah. Although, I will say not as good as the ice cream I had last weekend. Last weekend though was really fun because I went on a bit of a road trip, as I'd posted on Twitter, and so we went to this like my friend and I were out and we went to this cool like ice cream parlor, and I mean, one of the best parts about being Canadian is you have access to maple syrup very, very easily, and maple syrup is to die for. And anyways, they had maple syrup ice cream. It was really good. I never get free stuff at my job. Please note my job is streaming, so that's why I do not get free things. Alright. Plug your throne. You have permission to plug your throne. I don't know actually if my bot will get aggressive with that. Don't try it. Granted, you might be allowed to because you're a mod, but anyways, and where was I? Oh yes. Maple syrup ice cream. That shit was good. The only thing that I kind of screwed up on, so like, I didn't properly look at the sizes and how expensive everything was. Which is something I should probably start doing more. Pro tip, when you're going to anywhere that sells anything, look at the price before you ask to buy it. Especially before you get to the cash register and have to like awkwardly look at the price and just accept it as it is. So anyways, I get this vanilla ice cream and the lady is like, well, would you like one scoop or 2 scoops? And I'm like, I'll take 2 scoops because I feel like 1 scoop just sounded like it wasn't enough. Until I realized that they were counting the scoops. Until I saw the scoops. And then on top of that, they had like waffle cones, and I don't know, I was feeling a bit childish, so I got the waffle cone. But anyways, I see this woman start to like, you know, form the ice cream, like the scoops of ice cream, and like, oh my goodness, the amount of ice cream this person like fit into what quantifies as 1 scoop was really stretching the definition of what 1 scoop was. Like, the 1 scoop filled the waffle cone. And she got a 2nd scoop. And then she, like, stacked it on top of that. I couldn't finish it. I ate half of the cone. I only ate half of the cone. I could not finish it. It was good ice cream, though. And then the joke is, after that, I got back and I was like, let me stop by my parents. So I went to go see my parents. And so I went to go visit them and everything, and everything was fun. And then they wanted to go get ice cream. So what did I do? I went to get ice cream. Again. For the second time. In one day. Oh, in one day, I got ice cream. I forgot where all these go to. Point is, moral of the story is, all I ate last Saturday was ice cream. Ice cream was my supper. That was my supper. I had ice cream. I had like one giant ass maple syrup ice cream cone at like 4 o'clock, and then at like 8 o'clock that night I had like a second cup of like cookie dough ice cream. And that was all I ate. And very healthy, I know. Part of a nutritionally balanced breakfast. Except it wasn't breakfast, it was supper. I'm tired. My brain is gone. If you guys haven't been able to tell. Today is really one of those days. I need like 10 I need like 10 coffees. My throne is disgusting. I have like a bed frame because I'm tired of sleeping on the floor and I can't afford it myself. Wheeze. Oh no. My local pizza place growing up did that too. I'd ask for 1 scoop because I can't handle sugar very well. And she gave me a full bowl like, man, that's not 1 scoop. Honestly though. To be fair, my first hint that the amount of ice cream I was gonna obtain would be egregious was the ice cream cost me $11 Canadian, which is quite a lot of money. That's like $8 in freedom dollars. Like, it's a lot of money for 1 ice cream cone. It was. I thought so too, right? I'm like, wow. I just paid $11 for 2 scoops of ice cream. I'm getting ripped off. And then I turned around and saw the woman scooping the most unholy amount of ice cream into my cone. And I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. She hands me a cone the size of my head. And all I could do was stare at her in like the most awkward silence and just kind of go like, thank you. And then I just waddled out. Because I was like, what do you do at that point? Like, you know, you paid $11 for your ice cream, you thought you were getting ripped off, and then you get, like, more ice cream than you could possibly consume in 1 sitting. What do? You can't return ice cream. Also, thank you for the head pat. Thank you. But yeah. Yeah, anyways, that was ice cream. Very yummy. Don't recommend having too much though, because I was I was not well the day after. Ask for a bowl so you can keep it in your freezer. Okay, here's the problem though. I was 3 hours. I was not 3 hours. I was 2 hours away from home. That was a long ass drive. That ice cream would not last until we got back. So I had no choice but to eat it then and there. It was the sudden death round, and I wasn't about to lose. Except I did lose, because I had to throw out the ice cream at the end. I will say, though, the saddest part about that day, it was a very fun road trip. We just kind of spent 3 hours blasting, like, heavy metal music in the car, singing, and, like, doing karaoke. It was very fun. The one part of my day that was terrible, and I was very, very sad about it, we went to this like coffee shop and they touted themselves as like this fancy coffee shop, right? So they had this really nice like kind of like cottagecore decor, really cool looking place, very nice. And they were like right on the main street of like where we were, and it was very nice. So it's like, okay, you know what? I'm thirsty because that ice cream made me thirsty. I want a coffee before we leave. So we went to get a coffee. First off, the coffee cost $5, which is quite a lot for coffee. Not Starbucks bad, but pretty terrible. And the second thing, and now, note, this is me we're talking about. The most coffee addicted VTuber probably in like this hemisphere. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but I'm pretty addicted to coffee. I couldn't finish like more than 2 sips. I had 2 sips and had to throw it out. It was so bad. I think that was honestly the worst coffee I have ever had in my entire life. It was so bad, I almost wanted to spit it out, except that would be disrespectful and I had nowhere to do so. I was just on the sidewalk. You can't just spit coffee out on the sidewalk. But it was painful to swallow that coffee. And this is coming from me. It was so bad. Oh yeah. Yeah. Never again. If I ever happen to be in that place, ever again, that coffee shop is not it. Like, genuinely terrible coffee. I've never had coffee that bad. And I've had a lot of coffee. And a lot of it has been mid. But none of it has been that bad. For definitely no reason at all, what kind of coffee roast do you like? That's actually a pretty good question. Like, okay, so it depends how I'm feeling. I usually kind of fluctuate between medium and dark roast. Depends the mood I'm feeling. I also typically go for a few different types of coffees. Like, if I don't want something super strong, my usual go-to at work is like a half and half between coffee and French vanilla. So it's kind of diluted with like that vanilla-y flavor. Pretty good. Pretty good. That's like my chill, like I don't want too much coffee, but I still want a bit of a caffeine high. Otherwise, medium roast is best for like just regular coffee. Can't go wrong with that. Instant coffee's kind of hit or miss for me, though I did find a brand recently that I really like. So that's fun. What else is there? Espresso. I can go on and on about espresso. There's so many brands of espresso that are really good, but there's a couple Canadian brands that I know of that I typically end up like just kind of going back to that I really like. I have so many coffee brands I could recommend to people. There is this one coffee that I haven't had in a while, and I need to get more of it because it's so good. It's like a house blend coffee, which kind of sounds mundane, but they mix it with, I think it's like hints of chocolate and something else, and it's just very nice. Like, it's just a very nice solid blend. Nothing too strong. Perfect for, like, you know, you're working at home and you just want to chill out, and you whip yourself up a nice 10-ounce cup of coffee, and you know you're vibing. It's really good. Yeah. Medium roast for when I'm just chilling. Dark roast for when I want like a bit more of a kick. I find dark roast is best suited for like espressos or like cappuccinos or like more mixed coffees, where you still want the coffee flavor to be pronounced, but you're diluting it with something else. If you're gonna go for like a long extended coffee pull, like, you know, a drip coffee, or like an what's it called? Not a Nescafe. I feel like there's a name for it. Keurig? Is that yeah, the Keurig coffees. Those ones like are usually like a longer pull on the coffee. Those I'll go for like a more medium roast. Squeaky toy, thank you, Hazy. We're talking about coffee. Because my addiction knows no bounds, apparently. But yeah, so that was pretty much that, of course. Would you expect anything else from me? But yeah, so that was that. I'm excited though for this weekend. I've been so busy. So last weekend I went on a mini road trip. This weekend though coming up, I have a whole convention coming up. So excited for that. Because there's a bunch of cool VTubers and like other celebrities that I kind of find cool that are gonna be there. Some concerts too. Very excited, very excited. Have you ever had Vietnamese coffee before? I have. It's honestly so good. In terms of cold coffee, okay, if I'm gonna have cold coffee, for cold coffee, I do think there's no better way to enjoy cold coffee than Vietnamese coffee. I'll be that guy. I'll even go. I'll go that far. Vietnamese coffee probably is the best cold coffee. There's a place that makes boba Viet coffee. All right, give me like a week to like scrounge up some money for a plane. I'm on my way. I can imagine. That sounds amazing. That sounds so good. Yeah, Viet coffee is really good. Honestly, that's probably one of my favorite ways to enjoy it. Other than that, I mean, Italian coffee is Italian coffee. I won't say I'm not biased because I definitely am. You know, it's funny. And okay, so there's this funny, really funny thing that like happened. And it's very, very true though. It's something everyone must do if they ever get the chance to do it. But when I went to, I had gone to Italy last year with my uncle. It was a nice little, just random spontaneous trip, right? And he had told me, we're gonna land, and in the airport, there's gonna be a vending machine that sells coffee. It's like just literally vending machine coffee. Now you're gonna drink that coffee, and it's gonna be the best coffee you've ever had in your life. I thought he was BSing me. I'm not gonna lie, because like it's literally vending machine coffee. He was not kidding. I don't know why coffee from a vending machine tasted so damn good. But that coffee was life-changing. So, moral of the story is, if you ever find yourself landing in Italy and you happen to see, well, specifically Rome, I guess, and you happen to see the vending machine in the airport as you're making your way through it, get a coffee. You won't regret it. It was really good. Take me with you next time. Oh man, but yeah, I had some stuff lined up, but like, we started streaming a bit late. I don't think I'm gonna have a chance to get through all of it. It's fine. It's fine. We're just chilling tonight. Small stream. It's not gonna be a very long one. He already has to smuggle me in this suitcase next time he goes to Japan. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of miss Japan. I really do. It really was such a life-changing experience. Just, I don't know. Things are so different over there. And I do hear that it's not the same living there as it is visiting, which, fair enough. But like, oh, it was just so great. It was so great. It really was such an experience that I want to go back. Two weeks wasn't nowhere near enough. Especially the matcha tea that I had over there. Oh, it was so good. You know what the thing is though, I realize? You get the scenic perspective while visiting. You know what the thing I realized is? People here don't know how to make matcha. Right? That's the problem. It's not that the matcha's bad quality, because it's not. It's just people don't know how to prepare it. So in Japan, right, I had like several matchas from several different places, and all of them were goated, so good. Like, the amount of matcha I drank was probably unhealthy, not gonna lie, but it was really enjoyable. And then I got back, and I was kind of feeling nostalgic from my trip, so I ordered myself a matcha. So I got back and my boss had given me a gift card to Starbucks for my birthday. So I had it, you know, I had a $25 gift card, might as well use it. I went to Starbucks and I got myself a venti matcha latte. Because I was kind of missing that, you know, I wanted myself a matcha. And when I tell you it was like the grassiest, most clumpy matcha I've ever had, it was so sad. Like, absolutely disheartening. Time to get yourself a whole matcha set. I am so tempted to buy myself, like, the kit on Amazon or, like, wherever else I can find it. I need to just find a kit. Because I really do. I really do want to make it properly. It's not the same. When you make it properly, it tastes so much better than when, like, you can't just prepare it like that. If it's like clumpy, if you prepare it wrong, it ends up all clumpy and like it kind of tastes grassy after because you get those clumps, and it's just not very good. When you prepare it right. And they had this like, so the hotel we were staying at had a coffee machine that also had matcha built into it, and it was really cool because there was a setting to have a coffee matcha, and it would kind of mix half and half between coffee and matcha. It was so good. Like, it doesn't sound good because it's like, well, you're mixing coffee and green tea together, which really doesn't sound very good. It was really good. Might be an acquired taste, I don't know. I acquired it really quickly. Yeah, definitely something I missed from there. Oh, what was it? It's also really cool. So apparently, so I did read up. I did read, like, research, because, you know, you kind of do that when you know you got some, when you're a bit neurospicy, you tend to research your own stuff. Apparently, if you mix matcha and coffee together, it has a similar but like those slightly lower powered effect to like actual like medicine for like ADHD, which I find really interesting because scientifically it kind of makes sense. Because the coffee has caffeine and so does the matcha, which would technically make you more jittery and boost your energy. But then the green tea also has another chemical that calms you down, counterintuitively. So you're getting a bunch of caffeine, but also a calming, like, chemical too at the same time, which kind of balances itself out. So you get the caffeine high without the jitters. It's a really cool thing, actually. It's a really cool like interaction between the two. How accurate that interaction is, I don't know, but I've tried that a few times, and honestly, it has helped me focus a bit. It's pretty cool. Fun little fact that they work rather well together. In more ways than one. But yeah, I miss it. It was really fun. It was one of those trips there where we, like, I thought we brought like, so we were 4 people and each of us brought like a whole carry-on and then a whole big backpack. We had to buy another luggage. We had so much stuff. The one really fun thing, and I have to, unfortunately my living space is a bit all over the place right now, so I haven't had a chance to take a picture of everything and send it and like show it off on stream yet. But at one point I'll have the chance. It's really cool the amount of figures you can get at a fraction the cost you find them elsewhere. I got so many anime figures. I think I got 4 just myself alone, and then my brother got like 5 figures, and I think between the two of us we spent maybe $300. For like 9 figures between the two of us. Sorry, 10, because he got 1 figure for his friend. So we got 10 anime figures for about 300 bucks. Sorry, I had to get up right after I sent my message. Hopefully nothing was directed at me specifically. I don't think so. But yeah. Really fun for that. We had to go to Akihabara multiple times. It honestly, such an experience. I do miss it. Probably next year. I'm definitely gonna go back next year at some point. When? I have no clue. I have a lot of saving to do, but like, we'll see. I'm just excited for the convention this weekend. There's some pretty cool stuff. I might be cosplaying, I don't know, we'll see. The problem is I have a cool cosplay, but I haven't had a chance to get another wig for it, and the wig I do have is not great. It didn't come out great. So I don't know if I'm gonna wear the wig. I might still wear the cosplay anyways, I don't know. Is it okay? Honest opinion chat, if you had a cosplay that was really cool, but like the wig didn't really fit right, and like you had to go through a bit excessive like effort to like make yourself look a bit more like the character, would you still wear the outfit even though you don't look necessarily like the character, just for the sake of wearing the outfit for fun? Or would you just be like, nah, and like go in like regular clothing? Like, I feel like half a cosplay is still kind of a cosplay, right? No, but that's the thing. I have no way to complete the fit. But like, would you still like? So like, if you had 80% of a fit for a cosplay and you're missing that last 20%, would you be like, I'm not gonna wear a full cosplay and just not wear it, or would you actually just decide to wear the cosplay anyways? I wear my Kenma cosplay without the wig. Fair enough. I guess I'm just overthinking it. It might just be my like perfectionism really like hindering me on that part. I mean, sure, why not? There's no right or wrong way to cosplay. Gonna stack 2 Japan trips, you owe me pics. I do owe you pics at some point. I need to, like... Okay, here's the problem. Here's the problem with that, okay? My parents and my brother took a bunch of pictures. So I was like, well, we're all together, so your pictures are my pictures, right? We're gonna share pictures after this trip is over, right? I still haven't gotten any pictures from them. So, at some point, I'm gonna see that, and I'm just gonna kind of like yoink their phones from them, go through their pictures, take all the pictures I want, send them to myself, and then I'll have the pictures. Shout out to my Harley Quinn closet cosplay where I switched out my shoes and corset almost immediately after getting into the con. Tell them an annoying shark girl on the internet demands them. Aye, understood. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not excited for tomorrow though. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. And by fun, I mean not fun. I have to go to work, which has been a rather busy week, and then after work I have to go to the con just to pick up my tickets, because the con hasn't actually started yet. But I was like, I didn't think ahead. I failed to think ahead. And when I was buying my tickets, I accidentally selected to go pick it up over there. So I have to go to the convention to pick up my tickets, to go back home, to go back to the convention the next day. I'm smart. I must say comfort greater than accuracy for cosplay. Excuse me, family. The other wait. I have to word this properly. Hold on. Drinks cold coffee because that's been on my desk for the past 2 hours for dramatic effect. Excuse me, family. The other half of my ship demands the photos, and I cannot disappoint her. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna go well. Never mind. I take that back. My family would be so confused. They would probably just look at me like, what? That would be fine, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm so not excited. The problem is, the conventions are always downtown, and it doesn't matter what city you're in, wherever you are in the world, but parking anywhere downtown in any city is always a nightmare, and I am so not excited for that. Last time I had to go downtown where I live, I had to find parking, and I had like, it was a pretty important thing, and so I had a set time I needed to be somewhere. I was an hour late. Except here's the kicker. I was actually 20 minutes early. Actually 20 minutes early. But I spent an hour looking for parking. And then had to park so far away, it took me 15 minutes to walk to where I had to be. So I'm like perpetually traumatized having to park anywhere near my downtown. I don't have that issue. Honestly, that's kind of nice. Like, the urge for me to, like, go home, walk to the nearest, like, subway station, and just take public transportation, despite the fact that it would A, probably be more expensive, and B, take way longer, just to avoid the physical, like, and mental strain of having to find parking. I don't have a car. I mean, on the plus side, that means you don't have to pay for said car. That's always fun. Honestly, it's pretty rough, especially because yeah. Anyways, these cars are expensive. Me as I try to figure out what ungodly combination of transit I have to take for. Oh man, yeah. Don't worry, we got that. I got. We'll figure. You'll figure it out, I'm sure. If I got a car, it's at least 700 to my monthly expenses. Yeah, that sounds about right. My car is about that, and that's not counting insurance. Slightly less actually, before I start counting my insurance too, which the one problem. See, the thing is, insurance goes by risk, right? And according to many insurance companies, men are very risky drivers, and that transfers on to everyone. So it's expensive. Shit gets expensive. Horizon spreadsheet, honestly, same. That is such a vibe. Nobu the Danger Fox. You know what the joke is? I'm actually not that bad of a driver. Some people might disagree, but I'm really not that bad of a driver. Okay, I don't hear my roommate laughing in the next room. That's cool. I'm a pretty good driver. Thank you. But yeah. In fact, it knock on wood that it doesn't happen. But like, I think at this point most of the accidents I've been in, actually no, pretty much all of the accidents I've been in have been not my fault. Like, if I told you half of the stories, I think it's just my luck backfiring on me, which is honestly par for the course. I've had someone drive 160 down the highway before, so you're good. Honestly, so true, it pisses me off. Okay, so, actually, I have a story about that. So, remember that road trip I was mentioning that I took last weekend? Well, I was driving, okay? And it is so annoying because I feel like people drive in one of two speeds, right? If you're driving like like, let me just give a, I guess, easy number. If you're driving in the 100 zone, right? You would think that the correct thing to do would be to go 100 in the 100 zone. Maybe if you're in a bit of a rush, because most cops are pretty lenient to a certain degree, you can maybe push it to like 110. Right? Right? That's like, I think that's a fair like driving estimation, right? Right? You drive the speed limit of the street you're on. If it's 30, you drive 30. If it's at 50, you drive 50. Maybe you drive 10 over. It's not the end of the world, but like 10 over kinda, but yeah, exactly. But every single time I am on the road, I swear, I only see people either driving like 20 kilometers over the limit, like under the limit, or like 30 kilometers over the limit. Oh no, but it genuinely is insane though. Like, here's the thing, right? So, my friend and I nearly had we had to like just stare at each other in silence for a moment at one point, because like I'm driving, right? And now once you're out of the cities, the highways are pretty the highways speed up. Usually the highways in city limits and the highways outside of city limits are different, right? Like you can drive faster outside city limits. Anyways, I was driving about, I'll admit I was maybe going a little bit fast. I was driving about 120-ish, right? And all of a sudden, I just hear, and doesn't this car come bolting past us, like at easily twice our speed? The guy must have at least been doing 200 kilometers per hour. That guy was maxing out his engine, 100%. Some people not driving because they're on their phone. That is my other pet peeve. I had someone hit me from behind because they weren't paying attention. They're on their phone. It's really aggravating. It's really aggravating when that happens. Luckily, he wasn't going very fast. So, like, I got out with just a little bit of scuff marks on my car. Nothing I couldn't buff out. So, I didn't even have to call my insurance for that one. But needless to say, I was relatively pissed off on that one. Hey, don't text and drive. It's not safe. That's wild. Yeah, people are insane. Like, they really don't drive properly. I almost got run over at a stop sign because they were on their phone mid-crossing because you thought they were gonna stop. Yeah, one would assume that the stop sign means you should stop, but yeah, sometimes that doesn't exactly happen. My favorite one was one guy almost hit me because we were at an intersection and there were two lanes. One lane to turn left and to go straight, and the other lane to turn right and to go straight. I was in the left lane to turn left. Sorry, no, I was in the left lane going straight. Which makes sense, because both lanes you could go straight, but the left lane you could turn left and the right lane you could turn right. Anyways, I'm there, I'm in the left lane, light turns green, I start going straight, the guy in the right lane decides, no, I need to turn left. Because of course, the right lane is the lane that you go to when you need to turn left. Right? Right? Anyways, enough of me ranting about driving. I also had a little bit of a cooking experience, a little bit of a cooking escapade this week. And I tried making some fun stuff, which actually came out really good. I was really happy with it. So on one day we made... I just realized, is my ear a bit big or am I just going crazy? No, it's fine. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. So I had my friends over on... Well, I had some friends... I was with some friends on Friday. And we made some gnocchis, and it was very good. I was really happy with it. Honestly, a lot easier than I thought it would be. Just took a way more flour than I thought we would need. Cooking stream when? I would love to do a cooking stream. Just the logistics of a cooking stream really aren't great for me. As much as I would love to do one. Although I will say, maybe in September. We'll see. I might have a chance to do a cooking stream at some point. No promises, but stay tuned and keep posted for that. It would be fun to do a cooking stream. The question is, what would I stream? Because I might be scuff incarnate and I might be really clumsy, but there's one thing that I'd like to pride myself on, and it's my cooking. I dare say I'm quite a good cook myself. Actually, I think I posted a picture of it on Twitter, but yeah, on Monday I was like, I think I decided to make myself some buttered chicken from scratch for the first time. That shit came out good. Not gonna lie, that was really good buttered chicken. Like, not quite restaurant quality that I've had before at actual places that, you know, specialize in making stuff like buttered chicken, but pretty close. For my first time, I was definitely impressed with how it came out. You did indeed post a pic on Twitter. I did indeed. We're just gonna burn through the snoozes on the ads, and then I think call stream. It's a short stream today because it's already quite late for me, and I don't want this to go too long. Actually, I think we might just end stream. I just wanted to have a chance to. I felt bad not streaming tonight because I did promise you would have a stream. I know we were supposed to play Hollow Knight. We'll play it at some point. I really want to continue and finish that game. I've just been really busy and getting sidetracked by other games. So we're gonna get back into Hollow Knight soon because I need to finish it, and then I want to do a video about it, and then also I have to put everything together into a playlist on YouTube. I've got some work cut out for me on that one. We're gonna get back to Hollow Knight. Let me see. Who can we raid out to? Who can we send our humble little just chatting stream to? Anyone doing something relatively chill? You know, they were trying to make some of my charity goals me needing to suffer compliments from you for like 5 minutes. Oh, Ty, I'll do that for free. Don't worry about it. That doesn't have to be a challenge of some kind for me to do that. No. LMOA. I love the sheer panic that made you mistype LMAO. I wasn't allowed to deny the compliments though, that was the distance. The distance? The difference, I mean? Oh, that's funny. That would have been great. Let's see. Let's take it easy. We're gonna raid, You know what? I want to see this game. This game looks like an absolute shitpost, and I can't. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Lol, make Ty panic more. Please, no. Quick flirt. Gabadon Ty. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna prepare for raid before this stream gets way off. Alright, so we're gonna be raiding Ty, who's currently playing Ty. We're gonna be raiding Sakura, not Ty. Ty is here in chat. We're gonna be raiding Sakura, who's currently playing Squirrel with a Gun. Because that sounds like an absolute blast of a game, and I have to see more of this. You just made him panic instead of me? Ty, I'm always panicking. That's my secret. Alright, but yeah, make sure you drop Fox Raid, spam those emotes. Let me just get this going. We've got several options. If you don't have any of the Nobu emotes, you can use the snake pog like below. Just copy paste this emote and spam it as much as you want. So you got this option right here if you'd like. Otherwise, if you want, there's also the Nobu Fire version if you're a subscriber with the special Nobu emote. Because this one is also hilarious and I love this one so much. If I can actually properly highlight shit. There we go. Feel free to drop the one that you like more. And I failed to actually look at the timer on that. Okay, bye! This is the wrong screen.